This audio is used for the transcriber test at current-transcribed.
There are two different levels of transcribing that a customer can request. One is clean verbatim and one is full verbatim. Full verbatim is basically everything the speaker says and even every noise they make, no matter how irrelevant or disgusting you personally might think it is. Clean verbatim, like the name implies, cleans out all that icky stuff. If you are working on if you are working on a clean verbatim job, you are supposed to clean up things like like, and so forth. You're also supposed to change slang words like gonna and kinda to going to and kind of. In some cases, kind of would be eliminated altogether, being that some people kind of sort of use it as kind of a filler phrase, which is another thing you need to clean out. Yeah should be changed to yes. Okay should always be spelled O-K-A-Y, even though most of us eliminate those last two letters at the end in our informal messages to each other. In polite society, however, dump that last AY, okay? Another formatting issue that always gets people's goats, if they have any, is starting sentences with conjunctions such as and, but, so, or. In full verbatim, those are all fine. However, in clean verbatim, if you've just got to use that conjunction, try expanding the sentence it's in. For example, if someone says, quote, "So, one thing led to another, and I shot him," unquote, you can just dump that "so" at the beginning, and the sentence will still lead to a sentence, assuming they're in court. However, another way to deal with it is to make that first "so" lowercase and add the whole shebang to the previous sentence. Quote, "He told me he wanted to take all my goats, so one thing led to another, and I shot him," unquote. See what I did there? I even brought those dang goats back, too. Numbers are another area where people struggle with formatting. Let's say the guy who shot the other guy who tried to take his goats is trying to tell the judge how many goats were actually involved. And he says, quote, "Judge, I had at least 8 goats, and if they were doing what I think they were doing out there in the pasture, there were probably more than 10, if you get my drift," unquote. Normally, you'd spell out the word 8 because the guidelines say to spell out numbers lower than 10. However, there's a nifty little exception in there called the combination rule, which I'm just going to let you look up on your own. If you're really paying attention, you'll know exactly how to format the numbers in that previous paragraph, even if you don't have any goats. If you're wondering, what's with all the goats? Well, it probably works just as well with llamas, although not with Fernando Llamas, who's no longer around.
This audio is used for the transcriber test